covering Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. WJCL 22 News at 11 starts now.
Tonight at 11, Commitment 2024. We are committed to bringing you top political coverage. The votes are in for South Carolina's primary election. After a day of campaigning and voter turnout, people in South Carolina, they have spoken out at the ballot box. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Greg Coy.
And I'm Shannon Royster. From local races to statewide contests, candidates and their supporters are closely watching the numbers. WJCL 22 News has live team coverage across the South Carolina Lowcountry. We're bringing you the latest numbers and a live look at key races. We want to begin with the U.S. House District 1 Republican race. According to the Associated Press, Nancy Mace is the projected winner, defeating Catherine Templeton and Bill Young. WJCL 22 News' Tia Maggio is live in Charleston, where Republican incumbent Nancy Mace celebrated her win. And Tia, you attended Mace's election night watch party.
That's right, Shannon. Just hours ago, Nancy Mace celebrated her win as the Republican primary winner in South Carolina's 1st Congressional District. She actually held an outdoor watch party here in Charleston from 7 to 10 with her supporters. Now, this means that she'll be facing off against the Democratic primary winner, Michael B. Moore, in the general election this November, which Mace had plenty to say about her Democratic opponent.
Well, look, it sounds like Democrats nominated Bernie Bro. So I look forward to educating Lowcountry voters in South Carolina about what socialism is, because that's what my opponent is going to represent.
Mace also says this is the largest margin she's ever won in an election. I did try to reach out to Catherine Templeton's office for a comment, but I haven't heard anything back. Reporting live in Charleston, Tia Maggio, WJCL 22 News.
All right, Tia, thanks so much for that live report tonight.
Now to the Democratic candidates running for U.S. House District 1. Michael Moore is a projected winner. That's according to the Associated Press, defeating his opponent, Mac DeFord. WJCL 22 News' A.J. Sisson is live tonight in Charleston at Michael Moore's viewing party. A.J., tell us about the atmosphere when that party was starting.
Well, Greg, I'll tell you what, it was all smiles. It was all fun in there. This is the Aisle A in downtown Charleston, where you said Michael B. Moore had his viewing party with all of his staff, and it was just really energetic in there following the AP's call of the race. Now, one of the staff managers said in there for his campaign that the viewing party itself had a peak of nearly 75 campaign staff, and it was callers and fundraisers who helped out throughout the entire campaign. They said it was a fun night. However, Moore, minutes after his primary win, says there's still work to be done, but is confident against incumbent Nancy Mace.
But this is a purple district. I mean, we all know, Joe Cunningham was in the seat just 4 years ago, and, I think what we bring is a unique opportunity to pull together the broadest and deepest coalition of voters, not just the various subgroups of Democrats, but also independents and moderate Republicans. Look, I'm a business guy, and so I think my background speaks uniquely to a lot of Republicans, a lot of those Nikki Haley Republicans who are rejecting all things MAGA and Trump and Mace, and so, we think we've got a real opportunity.
Now, the November general election, it will be on Tuesday, November 5th, and you can follow all election information on our website at WJCL.com. I also reached out to Mac DeFord's party for a statement following the election, but I've not heard anything back. In Charleston, A.J. Sisson, WJCL 22 News.
In House District 1, the battle has been joined. A.J. Sisson, thanks so very much.
And now to Hampton County. The Democratic County Council at-large race is heading to a runoff. No candidate got 50% of the vote. Marvin Love and Roy Hollinsworth will be in the runoff election on June 25th. And in Jasper County, we are tracking two races. WJCL 22 News' Riley Miller joins us now live in the studio with the results. Riley.
Shannon, the first race is the Jasper County Sheriff Republican primary. Christopher Malphurs defeated Christopher Warren. Malphurs will face off against incumbent Donald Hipp in November. The other race I'm following tonight is Jasper County Council at-large seat, where two Republican candidates faced off. John Kemp defeated David Cope with 60% of the vote. Kemp told me he's running for re-election because he wants to finish what he started 4 years ago. He says while he's disappointed in voter turnout, he hopes to see more people at the polls in November.
I tell people to look at the past because that's where I'm not going to change. I'm going to ask for accountability. I'm going to ask for questions. That's simple as that. And that's where we're going to progress.
Kemp will face Democratic candidate Barbara B. Clark in the general election November 5th. Shannon, back to you.
All right, Riley, thanks so much.
Remember, WJCL 22 News is your home for Commitment 2024 coverage. You can find the election results on WJCL.com. Now for a check of your forecast, Chief Meteorologist